Hey, this is Scully Dog with Eastside Entertainment Magazine here. I'm talking to She's in Pain from Newcastle, Grove City, and where else do you guys fucking stay at? How you guys doing today, man?
Pretty good.
Good,
So,
good.
Good, man. Can you guys introduce yourselves, and
I'm Brian. I'm from Grove City.
I'm George from Newcastle.
Drew from Hubbard.
Nate's from Silver Rock, and Ben's from East Palestine, Ohio.
and these guys aren't here today.
No.
What's wrong with Nate today, man? Is he like sick?
Yeah, he's getting the flu.
That sucks, man. It happens.
Get
though.
around.
Yeah. So, tell us, a little bit, about how band started. You guys have been around for like 7 years now.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet up? Form She's in Pain.
Well, I was jamming with Brian back when they had their old band together. Brian and Nate were together. And I had to leave for Iraq and just kind of kept talking to Brian. And then one day Brian hit me up with an email saying he was thinking about a project called She's in Pain. And when I came back from Iraq, I started jamming with him, and he had Drew already wrapped up playing with us as well.
We played a show in Newcastle years ago, this rock off thing, and we all
Yeah.
played in different bands. Actually, I remember kind of the first time we all played together in different bands.
It was at Michelangelo's. I remember it a couple years ago. I remember it was a while ago.
Oh, yeah?
So Michelangelo's
Long
in
time
Newcastle.
ago.
Yeah, flea market.
Now, She's in Pain. Something you guys mentioned to me years ago. Tell me how the name became She's in Pain, because there's something behind that.
Yeah, I mean, I used to be a huge Cold Chamber fan, and Des Fafara had this project called She's in Pain that didn't last very long, but I knew about it, and when I was starting this new, heavier, faster band, I thought it would be a cool name. It just sounded metal,
Yeah.
And so that was the premise behind starting this band. And probably not 2 months into it, I actually met Des up in Cleveland, and I told him I was going to use the name and asked him what he thought, and he reached out his hand, shook my hand, and said good luck, and thanks for asking, and
For real.
yeah,
That's gotta be something right there, man. Seems like, like a go ahead, to use a name shit like that.
yeah, he knows we're around, I guess.
Now here it is, 2012. You guys have been around for 7 years. Took a leave. Doing what you guys gotta do. Now you guys are back again. How are you guys any different, than what you guys used to be? Anything you guys have learned along the way? Any changes that you might have made, to the band?
I'm going to say the big change most people are definitely going to notice is that the equipment has completely changed with the band. We've gone a lot heavier with the additions of 8-string guitars, full stack cabs, 6-string bass. Brian's updated his drum kit, brand new snare that he won. What was that, Pearl giveaway?
Yeah, you don't need double pick pedal recently, so
I heard you on that, man. The drummer from Styx?
yeah.
That was cool. How was that?
It was pretty awesome. I feel like I've stepped up my game since I've even seen him, seen a master drummer like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It just makes you want to be better, and we're more focused. I think that's the other difference. A lot tighter.
Right. Now, has your music changed any? Have you guys done anything differently as far as your music itself? Because a lot of people from Newcastle, are used to She's in Pain. They hear your music. Especially Youngstown, Cleveland, you're looking at Pittsburgh. Anybody out there, that has seen you guys before, what do they expect now when they go to shows?
I think they expect the same thing generally. Generally speaking, we're going to play, really heavy grooves that people can bob their head to, which even if you can't understand the lyrics, you're going to like that. Come on, who doesn't?
Right.
But I think we've tried overall, after 7 years, we try to be, we don't really want to follow trends. We want to sound modern. We don't want to sound like a band that's still playing thrash songs. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that's something. I think we do sound more modern than we did 5 years ago or whatever. More rhythmic in a lot of ways. But
Live, we throw down as hard as anyone. Between the guitars and vocals, bass, everyone's throwing down as hard as they can, and still hitting notes, and it's tight. It's a lot of energy and intensity at all of our shows. That's something you're always going to see at She's in Pain shows.
Right, and like you guys said, you step up your notch a little bit. Like you guys are both on like 8-string guitars. Got the bass player on 6-string guitars. Pedal kit, you get the full kit. Like how is that guy, helping you guys out? Is that like any different? Any harder?
It definitely is a challenge switching over to an 8-string guitar, just because it's more of a stretch. But I think it allows us to basically do everything that we did in the past with 6-string, 7-string guitars. Plus now it opens up a whole field to be able to actually be heavier and get to be able to dive into different genres of metal as well. With like the Rising Gent, I'm definitely a big fan of it, and that's where they use a lot of extended scale guitars and such, and that's pretty much where I'm going towards with writing and stuff right now. I enjoy doing.
Right. Were you guys actually practicing at? Well, actually, you're at the practice hall.
Yeah.
No, it's small, but like, how comfortable are you guys all together? Basically, what I'm trying to say is like, with all you guys, together and stuff like that, in a different era, you guys are back again. How comfortable are you guys, being She's in Pain, again?
I think we're pretty comfortable,
Yeah.
actually. I mean, we all get along. We're all pretty much. When we came back, it was like a big family reunion, pretty much, which was nice. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And first time we played out all together again, it was you could definitely feel the spark on stage.
Right.
You need to know, like, you have guys that you can trust, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to do what they're supposed to do. And, obviously with all of us, we knew, because we had, like, worked together for years, so we knew. We knew everybody could trust each other, and we could just start rocking out.
Yeah.
Right. And now you guys are actually playing, a lot bigger shows. You're actually hitting the Pittsburgh scene, playing 31st Street Club, a lot of different, scenes like that. How do you guys actually, like who does the booking and how do you guys actually get into that scene? Because you also play in New York, a lot of different places. Like who does the booking for you guys? And
That's mainly Brian.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I do a lot of it, but a lot of it comes from just one being around 7 years, and we've swapped shows with so many bands over the years, and you just start knowing people here and there, and sometimes chips just fall where they do, and like when we got into Stage AE, that all kind of fell back to my new job, working with a guy who's in a Pittsburgh rock band called Long Time Divided. And a spot opened up for a band at Stage AE, and their band was on and got us on, and now that promoter's interested in doing other shows in Pittsburgh with us, like at Mr. Small's, Rex Theater, so like those are coming. So.
You guys are looking to expand, like other areas? Have you?
Yeah, we're making plans right now to go back up to Boston in May. We're playing Erie in February. We got Pittsburgh booked again in March, so just gonna kind of keep expanding, keep to the East Coast for a while, you know what I mean? But we're gonna start taking some weekend trips out, and
Now, how hard is it? But like I've been in your practice area and stuff like that. I've seen what you guys have now compared to what you used to have. You got like full set of, racks and shit like that, and how do you guys move that shit? Like it's
part of the deal, I guess.
We do have a trailer we've had for the last couple of years, and we're just starting to reutilize it again to be able to go to shows, and it carries all our stuff pretty comfortably.
Right.
I mean,
how many songs do you guys have right now?
We practice like 14 of them, roughly.
Yeah.
All original, you know what I mean? But we still have, songs that we've written over the 7 years. It's over 20 that we have, you know what I mean?
Shit.
If we really wanted to learn some stuff, some stuff we'll never play again. But and that's the other thing. We've, the reality that we've written, probably at least almost 30 songs. I bet you. You know what I mean? Like.
Any idea of going into the studio?
We've done a few demos, you know what I mean, but.
Right now, I think our plan was to write a couple more tunes and actually try to find a studio to put down a solid recording, possibly actually do like an album.
Yeah, that's been a big issue. We never recorded anywhere that like everyone's like, it's just clicked right. You know what I mean? That's kind of a big part of finding, making an album somewhere where it's gonna, everything just molds the way
Right.
it should. So.
Now, in 2012, because I always ask this everybody, you know, like, they had that shit, you know, like, the end of the world. You know, did you guys believe in that?
No, not really. I just figured it'd be another day.
Yeah,
Wow.
I definitely thought it's a bunch of fucking shit. And we're just gonna wake up and have to go to work tomorrow. Same fucking thing.
What would you guys have done? You know, personally, to ask each one of you guys. If you guys, you know, say somebody said, look, this is going to be your last day on Earth. This is it. You know, hey, whatever. What would you do? What would you have done?
I would probably just got really fucked up and just played the shit out of my guitar really fucking loud.
Yeah.
And maybe tried to get a blowjob or something. That's probably about it. That's probably about it. You know?
I can deal with that.
Me, I definitely spend time with my family.
Would you?
Yeah, my little boy, I definitely would.
I like that, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I couldn't miss it. You know, last day on Earth. Yeah, come on now.
I'd do the combination. I'd have my family there, but like, I want to be playing my drums too a little bit, like, cause there's gonna be some intensity in the air. You know what I mean? Think about this. I was thinking about this the other day. The most hardcore band ever. The band that continued playing until the Titanic sank. Those guys, they kept playing. They were the last. They were not giving up. They were just like, fuck it, we're the band. We will play until we can't play any longer. And they get forgetting about it. That's like some hardcore shit. And like, if it's the last day, like, I'm going down playing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have a heart attack someday probably playing. But
I might beat you.
If you guys could not do, and this is a question for each one of you guys, if you guys could not, you know, if you guys weren't able to be in a band or, you know, do what you're doing, what would you be doing? You know, other than, you know, playing, you know, as a musician.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a good question.
That is a good one.
I'd probably be fucking miserable. I'd probably just be a total dickhead.
Yeah.
And I'd be a complete fucking asshole if I didn't get to play guitar. So I don't know.
Would you hang out with these guys still?
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't have as much to talk
In their
about,
playing
though.
scene, you know, nah.
Yeah.
That'd be a horrible day, definitely. If you couldn't play your instrument or, you know, be in a band or anything like that anymore. I don't know what I would end up doing. That's tough. That's real tough.
Tough question. What about you, Brian?
I mean, I'd definitely be painting something. Like, that's something I do like to do, I guess. Yeah.
I think life would just be pretty boring.
So, what are your plans right now, you know, as far as, like, you know, like any kind of upcoming shows you guys got going on? Anything in the works that, basically what I'm looking at is things that nobody else knows. You know, give me a heads up. What's up?
Wow. Well, I don't know. With Facebook, like, everyone knows what's up.
Exactly.
I mean, right now, like, February is going to be, more Mercer County?
Yeah, we got February 2nd in Mercer, the Locust Grove. February 9th, the Beer Mug in Erie. And February 23rd in Grove City at the Blue Ribbon. March 21st, the 31st Street Pub in Pittsburgh.
We got the Tully's show.
Yeah, Tully's is going to be March 23rd
And then
in Sharon.
Beer Tap or Beer something. And that's in Sharon too, right?
Yeah, there's another bar opening back up in Sharon that's going to start out shows, the Chestnut Street Cafe, which is also called the Tap House.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, they changed the name?
Yeah. So.
I haven't been up there in a while. So you guys pretty much, like, you know, expanding, you know, outside of the area.
Oh,
You know, hitting a lot of places and shit.
some places are just now starting to let heavy bands play there too, so it's like there's a resurgence of a local scene again too. There's some bands that we played with 5, 6, 7 years ago that are around again still, recently doing the same thing. So
Right.
that's encouraging, I guess.
Well, you know, for everybody out there, you know, that maybe not, you know, heard you guys or sitting there, if they don't, you're an asshole. But, like, explain your type of music we'll say the writing process, how it becomes formed. We'll start that off real quick. Like, how does it, is it like Nate with the lyrics first, or is it, like the music?
It's always, we're definitely music first. Nate doesn't even touch it really till we're done with it, And then that's
he just like walks in like, yeah, this is how it rolls.
Really comes down to us first, like getting the guitar and the drums together, and just basically these guys write pretty much all the riffs, you know what I mean? And I put beats to their stuff, and then we kind of guide each other where the riffs should fall, and it's kind of like playing Tetris, you know what I mean? Just kind of rearrange until...
Yeah, we end up working a lot of riffs and reworking things and order and everything else until we come up with an actual, song we like to actually be able to do things with.
It's obnoxious sometimes, the process. But,
it is.
Yeah.
But that's how we tend to blend so many different styles and tempo changes, and I think we do a lot in a song.
It's a long, drawn-out process, definitely.
And real quick question, is I know from a lot of bands, like I don't like to call you guys local bands, like I like to call you guys, Seeds and Pain, an independent band. Well, you guys are pretty much like a do-it-yourself band. How hard is it, like all you guys obviously have family. How hard is it, on you and your family to actually, do this, and what kind of like sacrifices, do you guys gotta make, to, get to the next level, or even actually play shows, for the fans out there?
It's a lot. It's a lot. It can be.
You sacrifice your time away from other people who want your time.
Yeah. Basically.
That's what it is. That's the reality.
I remember when I first had my son and I actually had my marriage going on. It was tough. Yeah. It was real tough. We were right at the height of touring and playing out. We were doing like 70 shows a year and going up to Boston, going to New York to go and play. And it takes a toll. You have to try to balance both to make both sides happy, and
right.
Sometimes it just doesn't happen.
It doesn't pan out.
No. When you tell your wife like you're leaving for 2 days and you're not making money, you're just going to do this. Like it's gonna be.
They're not.
It's gonna be an awkward conversation.
Let's just put it out there. There's been a couple divorces these days.
It is what it is. Hey.
But it's easier, I think, a little bit than it used to be because you have Facebook and all this stuff now, so you can do like as much work and get a little bit more reward. You know what I mean? So that kind of helps everybody.
My relationship's been together like 10 years, and so, it's been having someone that's like kind of can trust you a little bit, and also wants to like see you like live your dream, if you will.
Right.
That helps, just encourage it, but not everyone gets that. So
eventually, she knows money's gonna be rolling in.
she's hoping.
It's hard. You got to cut your teeth in the beginning. And
right.
A lot of times it's not a freaking you're not getting jack shit payment or compensation for doing